Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Halimatussya'diyah. I'm from Class 2B, English Department, Sultan Agung Tirtayasa University. My student number is 22232000014. Okay, here I will explain what is food security. So, in an attempt to add to the literature that seeks to set the record straight, we once again ask, what is food security? In answer, at its very basic means regularly having enough to eat, not just for today or tomorrow, but also next month and next year. Oh, very straightforward. So, why the ongoing confusion? To help answer this, consider the various questions this apparently simple concept raises as a starting point for simplification, and without getting too far down into the nuances and complexities of the subject. The Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations guesses that food security is the product of food available, food access, stability of supplies, and biological utilization. First is availability. Considering the dimension of availability, food is provided through one of two means: domestic production and or imports. This requires thought and consideration to be given to the physical availability of food at farms and in local markets. In turn, this is predicated on well-functioning market infrastructures with adequate road and rail networks, as well as ensuring adequate storage and processing technology. Second is access. Food access entails ensuring people have adequate access, both physical and economic, to food through growing it, purchasing it, being given it, bartering or trading for it, etc. This concept can be thought of as package of entitlements that allows an individual to acquire and maintain appropriate food for an adequate diet and nutritional levels. This might be directly obtained as mentioned through own grown products, earning sufficient income, barter and exchange, or indirectly foods. 2012 120 via social arrangements either at the community or national level, such as through family welfare system, traditional rights, access to common resource, and of course emergency food aid. Third, stability. When talking of stability, although not a new idea, that realization that food security can be lost as well as gained is of increasing concern within the food security debate. As a result, the notion of risk management is gaining much credibility as a tool in the fight against hunger. Such consideration involves issue of stability and vulnerability. This can be of the wider economy in general, of livelihoods in particular, of incomes, or even of food supplies themselves. Consideration on shock, sudden or otherwise, such as flood, drought, or pests, etc. 4 is biological utilization. The last concept is the notion of biological utilization, and despite the novelty of the nomenclature, the idea itself is not new. Utilization is simply the ability of a person to optimally or at least effectively absorb the food they eat. In turn, research has shown that this ability is closely related to a person's health status, which in turn is also predicated on important non-food input. Indeed, it has been shown that optimum biological utilization necessitates the need for proper health and child care, clean water, and sanitation service, adequate knowledge of nutritional and psychological needs, as well as the proper application of such knowledge. The last material is conclusion. Understanding and promoting food security, then, is as much about coming to grips with its nemesis, food insecurity, through research engineering the social constructs. Study of the phenomenon aims to break down the problem into its component parts. Food insecurity itself is a multifaceted phenomenon involving many variables and exciting on several typological planes, which can thus originate from a plethora of possible causes. Moreover, understanding the nation draws on just as many disparate disciplines, from science and biotechnology to political ideology, and from social and economic developmental philosophies to environmentalism and more. For some, food security represents the ability to trade supply or simply purchase food in a global marketplace, unimpeded by barriers. For others, food security is seen as the right of the country to own its food sovereignty, its ability to directly and indirectly exercise control over its own food needs. Yet others still see hunger and nutrition issue as central to an individual's basic human rights. Sorry if there is an error, less and more sorry. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.